This is a simple experiment that I designed to show the true reality of buying and selling silver, gold and other precious metals. See, this is their true reality. It's very easy to buy silver and other precious metals, but what happens when you sell them? That is why I designed this experiment, because I'm sick to death of all the people who tell you to buy silver, gold and other precious metals. It has become so repetitive that these people have lost sight of all reality of how bad things truly are when it comes to selling precious metals. I kept the experiment simple. I asked one friend who had no knowledge of precious metals, and I asked him to buy and sell 1 physical ounce of silver. I asked him to purchase 1 ounce of silver, say a 1 ounce Kookaburra 2019. He was free to use whatever resources he liked, but as soon as he received the coin, he would have to sell it straight away. Now I asked him to record the progress of how he bought and sold and how long it took him to sell it. All the cost to purchase and sell the coin also had to be included to show a full detailed report. In the end, I would ask him 4 simple questions. 1. Did he profit from the purchase and sale of the silver ounce? Would he buy again? Would he recommend anyone else to buy or sell silver? And finally, what did he learn from the experience? So the friend began on a Sunday night, looked online for a 1 ounce Kookaburra 2019. Found a local site that had them for sale, bought and purchased it. Remember, he can only buy 1, and this was his first experience with buying silver, so he had no knowledge of its value or what he should pay. He ended up purchasing the 1 ounce silver Kookaburra at €33.58. That's around close to $38. Now, there was no shipping costs. Well, lucky, right? So the full cost was nearly €34. He received it on the Wednesday. That night he began to sell the coin, or tried to anyway. He listed on a couple of local sites at just over €34, trying to make a small bit of a profit. Let's just say he got no reply. So he went back onto the site that he originally purchased it from and found that they do buy them back. Now, when he looked at the buyback price, he found that the buyback price is €13.52. Yes, that's right. It's a loss of over €20, and that doesn't even include shipping that it would have cost him to ship the coin back. Remember, this was an experiment to simulate a real-life scenario, so he had to sell the coin as soon as possible. And he wasn't prepared to take a loss at that price selling back to the site, so he tried to sell it on eBay. This is where it kind of got worse for him. Thinking that the coin would sell for more than the €14 that he thought he would get at the site, in the end, the coin sold for €11.50. He also had to include shipping costs of €7.50 to register the coin. This, unfortunately, wasn't the end of the story either. See, if you look back, you will see there's a VAT rate that was applied to a purchase of the coin. Just like buying it, on eBay here, you are also charged a VAT rate when you sell the coin. If you take into PayPal fees, also to be deducted, in the end, after taxes and charges, he ended up, or should I say, I ended up with selling the coin for a loss of €20 in total in just over a week. I had made back just €8 from my initial investment of €34 because I couldn't exactly get him to pay for it. Now, I wanted to do this experiment to show you what it's like for most people and what they were up against if they want to get into silver, gold, and other precious metals when you're starting out. It's all good to hear that a collapse is coming, and it's a great place to store and hold your precious metals because they will hold value. But this it couldn't be further from the truth. So I met the friend after a week, and I came back with the questions. So first one asked, so obviously you lost money, right? Or I lost money. His response, yeah, what a joke that turned out to be. Second question, would you buy more? And he just laughed. What? And lose money straight away? Not a chance. Did you learn anything from it? Yeah, don't buy silver. Would you recommend anyone else to purchase silver or other precious metals? No, I prefer to keep my friends. Now I know what you're all thinking. This person was given no help, no knowledge of anything. He was just told to buy a specific coin and he was given no help with it. But my point with this experiment was to show you what it's like for people who's actually trying to enter this market and see how hard it is for them. They have to understand that they're going to take a loss on something the minute they buy it. That is something that is incredibly hard to do, because it all comes down to this at the end of the day. If you can't sell something for what you bought it for, it's going to keep so many people away. See, the experiment also plays into the idea that eventually you have to sell your silver, gold, and other precious metals. How much of a loss are you willing to take? Because you can only limit your loss by the amount of knowledge you truly have and the amount of time it takes to sell those precious metals. So ask yourself this, if you had to take that much of a loss, why would you get into this market where silver, gold, and other precious metals protect you? In the long run, maybe. In the short run, no. It's become a rich man's metal, a hoarder's metal, and a useless metal. We need to change how we look at these precious metals, if not only for ourselves, for others, because if we don't, we'll never have a chance.